Hello guys, welcome back. So I've got two other articles going on here which relate back into the New World Order and Rothschild agendas, so we'll follow on from that. This will be a bit more in depth as to what it is that we're dealing with and up against, both of which I've skimmed across before in the past and haven't actually done a video, but as we're now following on from some Freemasonic and Rothschild type content, I feel it's quite appropriate to put this one up as well. So it's titled The New World Order Manifesto Revealed. The manifesto from the New World Order reveals what awaits mankind in the next century, providing they prevail and win. The elite who control the world's resources and population do so by having access to secret knowledge that they use to set an agenda for the world that best suits their pockets. And I'll add agendas, because their pockets are already more than full. The few who control the many have been able to do so for centuries by meticulously following the guidelines laid out in their manifesto. Ignorance is bliss, and the elite use ignorance to keep people in a zombie-like half-sleep state, neither asleep nor awake. Like a narcotic, it subdues energies inherent in humans to live a full life. The trodden-on masses have neither the mental nor physical energy to escape the zombie-like state until death. In the meantime, the elite live life to the full, according to their manifesto, manipulating a tired, diseased, and fearful horde of vengeful zombies. Now, it obviously sounds quite extreme, but it's pretty accurate. With the advent of the internet, the elite are getting exposed. The following is their manifesto for the next century and beyond. As we have control of everything in the world, economics, agriculture, production, transportation, media, education, governments, alimentation, healthcare, technology, water, land, sea, air, space, and the legal systems, national and international, and we have reached a certain pinnacle of technology. It has become necessary to take steps to ensure our survival in this realm. This means we must eliminate the imminent threat and cull our herd at the same time. And I'll just pause, because if people think, well, they're not going to kill us, you need to take it down to the basic principles of what do people that control vast amounts of land have to do with that land. You have to do various things to the animals. You have to move them from field to field, all for the eco-balance of the system. And when herds become large and either consume too much or create situations for the shepherd or the landowner, culling would have to take place in order to manage either disease, overpopulation, and so on. Anybody from a rural setting understands this, so we'll carry on. This accelerated program comes as a galactic awakening is happening, which must be suppressed in order for us to continue our rule in this realm. This has awakened energies which we have long thought eradicated. With the advent of the internet, some people have ferociously absorbed information which once was secret or limited by factors which are no longer viable due to technology. Thankfully, many layers of our PR defences have been actively working to counteract whatever damage has been done with leaks of information over the years. A strategy of confusion has been active for many years now, saturating the internet with useless but convincing information for people to follow. Below is a summary of the steps taken and needed in order to achieve our goal and rule for centuries to come. This awakening must not be allowed to happen, and the vibration level of the people must be kept as low as possible for the next 20 years. If necessary, all-out war is an option of last resort. To do so, we have chosen and have been working on the following methodologies. Make sure the populace are trained to be reactive and confused. Convince people that there is overpopulation that is helping to destroy the planet and that there are useless eaters among them. Formulate people's consumption habits and then convince them that their consumption habits are destroying the planet. Convince people to fear a large portion of the global population. Choose those which are in the state of development and easily culled without all-out uproar. After having dehumanized a chosen population, war is a great way to move forward. We have been instilling divisions within the populace for eons for us to exploit. Now we use the tactic of subdivisions which can be created if they don't already exist, but what you want is people to divide themselves. Here is a condensed list of established divisions which we have been facilitated and are ready for exploitation: sex, race, economic class, educational status, employment status, geographical location, political affiliations, philosophical beliefs, religious beliefs, ethnicity, language, and environment. We also use the following program triggers and fears when needed. Competition, a useful tool for many different games. Scarcity, the populace must continue to believe that there is scarcity in this world, and that it is worsening for the reasons we provide. Fear and terror, the ultimate weapon for us. Continue its use on every level possible using every possible asset. Use of false flag operations have continued to be effective in this regard in order to provide them with the security which only we can provide. Anger, indignation, vengeance. The populace needs to be angry at polar opposites of the divisions which we create. Does not matter which side they choose. Shame and guilt. This one is great because we can get them internalize almost anything. Ego and narcissism. Inflate the self-importance of the people as we fill them with our information. Make sure to include nationalism, patriotism, triggers which elevate war. Ignorance. What they don't know can't hurt us. Keep them that way. When possible, keep them in binary thought patterns. Tools at our disposal. Media. Media has done an excellent job over the years of keeping the people divided, consuming and distracted while helping to steer people towards the skills which we desire at that time. The media's job with the new additions is to continue with a focus on division at whatever level available at that moment. Social media is a great tool for this as it keeps the people less capable of focusing on issues for long periods of time. Fill them with trolls and useful idiots. Education. Education has always been used in order to instill a basic knowledge, in order to be productive while instilling a respect for authority. Keep using this strategy whilst increasing the authority program using fear and coercion. Making education mandatory over the years and for profit has been genius on many levels. One such example would be that people which are in essence ignorant will feel themselves elevated by stature and assumed intelligence, which shall easily deflect any thinking which is outside the sphere of current and accepted knowledge. Surveillance. Use this to fish out the threats and also to instill a level of nervousness within the psyche, keeping the vibration level low. Use to gather blackmail material and leak information to create general unease. Stooges. Of this, there has never been a lack of. Reward compliance and normal thought while vilifying abnormal behaviour, and it will take care of itself. Law. Over the decades, we have limited what the populace can do without our permission and coerced compliance through levies and fines. Fear. Accelerate this policy while protecting the actions of our enforcers. This will widen the gap in the us versus them mentality instilled in the enforcers. Language. Infiltrate and replace while twisting meaning and redefine, e.g. tolerance, used as acceptance of immigrants. Use words which can induce a negative association in the subconscious. The language of war is essential in everyday life and people must be convinced that they control how they speak. Let them think that a debate is a discussion, e.g. the New Age community using spiritual warrior still fits in nicely with this agenda. If it is about vibration levels, keep them low. Keep people on edge by constantly devolving the language so that people not only find it difficult to express, but also to listen and understand. Mythology for ensuring low vibration. Keep the populace as reactionary as possible, and this will ensure the impossibility of actual thought, and they will remain easy to lead down whichever path we choose. Target the family. We have always instilled division within the family unit through subtle ploys and techniques to make people believe that embarking on our adventure at the ripe age of 18 was the adult thing to do. Now create economic strife which will force the children of those which left at 18 to remain longer, and with the right amount of prodding from our other resources shall create an atmosphere of unease, overstaying one's welcome. Property. Keep letting people believe that they own a part of our planet which they purchased with our money. The threat of losing this property has always been great leverage. Always make some lose it all, so as to instill some fear in the others. They know that they own nothing unless we let them. Enforcement. Quelling revolt and controlling workers while convincing the populace that they were there to protect and serve was a great start for our enforcement program. Now go out and fill the ranks with the most pliable of minds, with the least amount of intellect, which is run through the enhanced authority education, and fill them with fear of the populace. They must feel that there is a potential peril with every public encounter. Make them edgy and reactive. Invoke historical fears. Conjuring images from the past is a great way to use many emotional triggers. Keep hammering away at those Holocaust programs and watch them yell Hitler almost on command. Project external enemies. In order to put on a really good show for our coal, we need war. Make sure there are always enemies to do battle. War must be accepted as the only option. Alimentation. Poison their food so that we may learn and prepare for diseases which may affect our longevity, as well as ensure short lifespans. A good way to induce sterilization methods, as well as through pharmaceuticals. Their malnourished bodies will not be capable of dealing with the sickness which we unleash. We have been suppressing awakenings for generations with great success. This one will be no different. So guys, that definitely gives you a bit of food for thought while seeing a lot of those realities in modern day life. Obviously, the thing is now the internet has changed things so vastly that there's probably a high chance that what is occurring with the retreatment of the Illuminati and how things are potentially changing, that their full grip and control might actually be starting to be broken. We can only hope, because obviously the other route is more of the same. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys, so please do share your thoughts and comments, and I'll see you on the next section, and I'll see you on the next video.